Hello everyone and welcome to Rad Chat, the multi-award-winning therapeutic radiographer-led oncology podcast. My name's Naman Joe-Kamson and I'm joined by fellow host Joe McNamara.
Hi everyone.
So we've got another guest who's come back again after last year.
This time you're in much better health.
I'm in much better health, yes, thank you. Last year I suffered a horrendous fall and spent 16 hours in A&E before I came and was stitched and held together by slings and kept going by ibuprofen and cocotamol. So
I don't think you can remember your last recording, can you?
I can't. No, I can't. I don't even know what I was saying when I was saying it. So it's so lovely to have a chance to come back and say it again.
I feel slightly concerned because I feel like it's a safeguarding issue that we interviewed you and didn't put a stop to it.
The thing is, it was our first live congress after 2 years virtual, and I just had to be here. And it's only when you look back and you think, what on earth, but it was fine, and I'm fine, fettled now, a little tired because these things do take it out of you, but it has been and still is a really good conference.
So do you want to introduce yourself? Because I've just realised.
So my name is Pam Black. I am a radiographer and I am the chair of the Radiology and Oncology Congress Board, and I'm also the chair of the Radiology and Oncology Congress Events Board. And what that means is, I'll call it the ROC Board now, because that's how it's referred to. This is the charitable arm of everything that we do here. It is a charity, and because it's a charity, we oversee and make sure that all of the charitable objectives are adhered to and are achieved. And the charitable objectives are to educate and promote imaging and oncology and the radiation sciences. That's what we're here to do. And the means is by putting on an annual conference, which we call United Kingdom Imaging and Oncology, every year. And so beneath the ROC board sits ROC-E, which is so confusing for people, but although it's a board in itself, that's the operational wing of it. And so on that board sits members of the ROC board, finance, myself, we have industry represented, and the conference organisers sit on there. And then beneath that is, the president sits on there, which is very important. Beneath that is the president's working party. And the president selects their vice presidents, and their vice presidents select their work stream leads, who then herd everybody in, coerce, coddle, encourage people,
all their favours,
all their friends
over the years,
across all of the organisations. So at the moment, it's made up of the Society of College of Radiographers, the British Institute of Radiology, and IPEM. And but there are still many radiologists. I mean, our last two presidents have been radiologists, Nick Spencer and currently Rizwan Malik until I think 5 o'clock tonight. And so there's many radiologists take part of it, and we talk closely with the LCR as well a lot of the time. So I don't really. People have been very complimentary, and I have to put it right out there. I don't do anything. I chair the boards, keep people in check, and that's it. I make sure that our articles, our objectives are met. Make sure that we're good on a financial footing, and I appoint the president with other people. I don't do it by myself, and obviously every so often we renegotiate the contract and with the conference organisers. It's very nice. I really should just swan around with a tiara.
That's quite a lot of stuff though. You said you don't do anything.
Well,
that's an integral part of everything that you go.
When you think about it, so in the run-up to this, if I speak to the people in profile, they're like bordering on hysterical throughout May, because our congress is usually at the beginning of June. But I'm not. I know it'll all be fine. So I'm not. Whereas in my previous life, when I was head of department, the book stopped with me all the time. So
it's a real collaborative approach, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's the only conference that happens like that. You know, even because we have oncology, and you know, that's growing. We've got a lot of enthusiastic people who are in the work streams, and we really want to build on that. We've got the physicists who are working hard. We're working hard to encourage them, and they're all here. They've got the stand and everything. So yes, and as I said, we have lots of radiologists everywhere you go. There's radiologists, so it is lovely. If you go to ECR, which is the European Congress of Radiology, that's separate to any oncology meeting, and the same as our SNA. So we encompass, as I said, all aspects of imaging and oncology and radiation sciences. So yes, and it's been each year we listen to feedback, and we've tried some very new things this year, some of which initially were not overly popular. I would like the opportunity to say that we've dropped the prices by about £200. But to do that, and as a charity, we cannot plan to make a loss. So as a consequence of that, more people can afford to go. Managers with limited training budgets would be able to allow more people to come. And it meant that the exhibition, which has previously been free, is free today. And we're absolutely delighted that people have taken the time to come out. It is so busy, it's not noisy, isn't it? So yes, and there's been a lot of industry. I've missed out industry, by the way, so sorry. They have put in so much effort. If you look at the stands, they've been absolutely amazing, and they've done a lot of on the stand presentations, and
there's lots of education isn't there,
yes, and we want to develop that even more, because as somebody was saying to me the other day, because of our procurement rules, it's not like somebody can rock up with a checkbook and go, do you know what, I'll have one of them, 3 of them, and I'll take one of those. I've got the lorry in the back. They can't do that. So, but they can show people what they're capable of and how their equipment can make a difference in departments across the country.
So what can people expect for next year?
Well, we have a new president next year. We do. We have Dr. Emma Hyde, who is a radiographer, and I could be wrong, but I think it's only the second radiographer president. The first
Have you had a therapeutic radiographer yet?
No, we haven't, because they come through the ranks, so to speak. So what we've encouraged, because you need to understand how this works, and so people who are in the working parties hopefully will become work stream leads, will become vice presidents, and then can become our president-elect. So we look to the VPs to see if they're willing to step up, and we would be delighted. So
there we go. There's a call out.
There is
more
a call out. Get involved. I mean, we've got a good. We've had some really good talks and presentations and sessions put on, and by people I know very well, and who are on the radiotherapy side, and who are very, very supportive of this congress. So yes, I mean it's. You've got to get involved, haven't you? You get involved, serve your time, and that's it. So so next year, I'm not sure if Emma. I don't know if Emma's announced any titles yet.
No, not yet. She has been on the podcast today.
Yes.
So she's got some ideas of how she wants to shape the congress, which sounds really exciting. But
she's told me, which she doesn't need to, by the way. She doesn't have to run anything past me. I just like to know because I'm nosy, and then when I'm asked, I can share as well. So so it'll be different. Just as good, just as interesting. We don't know what's going to happen health-wise between now and then. You know what it's like. Sometimes that's why we've got the big procurement going on for the community diagnostic hubs. If something else changes, then we're able to pick it up.
Last year it was workforce, which everyone was talking about. This year it's AI.
Everybody loves the AI. Yes.
Well, I wouldn't say everyone loves it, Pam.
Well, they love
like Marmite.
But they're liking the fact that it's out there, and they can. If you don't like it, you can go and sample it, find out what it is, what it isn't, how it will affect your practice, and so that's what I meant by everybody loves AI. They love to moan about it, or they love to brag about it. There's a lot of AI companies. I remember in the early days of PACS, everybody was doing packs. So it's just follows the fashion of what's going on at the moment. So
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you for allowing me in here, and I just hope everybody's had a great time. And it's awful, isn't it? We haven't finished this one. Let's look forward to 2024.
Perfect. Thank you so much.